What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Now, normally I just stick to morning videos, but this is way too exciting to not do. As you guys know, Prize Picks dropped some NFL prop lines today. It is the 21st for anybody watching. And with that being said, the Props Made Easy NFL tool has been released. It's been out for a couple hours now. I wanted to hurry and do a video covering what we have available to us week one, just because we know that lines are going to start adjusting up until regular season start. Up until that first start, up until week one, lines are going to adjust. Things are going to get a lot tighter. Right now, there's some spots you can definitely take advantage of, and the Props Made Easy tool is all over it as always. If you don't know, propsmadeeasy.com is a plus EV slash plus projection model tool. So pretty much it'll show you the plus EV plays, but it'll also combine that plus EV play with plus projection plays. We are partnered with the biggest sports data company in all of sports, and so we bring the most accurate player stat projections possible to propsmadeeasy.com. So not only can you see the plus EV spots, but you will be able to see those plus EV spots where the projection also matches and is also on the same side as that EV is. That way, you're not playing plus EV on a possible spot where, the line's been moved by dumb people. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe a mistake from a sports book or something like that. You can know that, okay, the sports books are up on this one. This is a plus EV spot due to sports books being off, having with comparing those two. But you can also see, okay, the projection is also big on the over here. So there is a ton of analytics that goes into all of the player projections, and so it's just something that we really, really, really stand behind, and which is why we partnered with the biggest, baddest company in the entire industry when it comes to player prop accuracy. They've won awards, all types of stuff. And then our group of people that work through Props Made Easy as well go in and make our own adjustments as well to make things perfect. So if you haven't tried propsmadeeasy.com yet, here's your chance. By the way, the best part, only $15 a month. We saw how pricey everything was in the industry, so we came in and just made it. You know what? Let's make it affordable for everyone. Let's make it so everyone can easily dominate, and let's make a model that does not exist. And let's do plus EV, plus projection, and really show people how much your hit rate can really improve by just utilizing it. And it's the cheapest thing in the industry. So, with that being said, NFL, baby. We are here. NFL Week 1 is finally upon us, and what we're going to do here in this video is real quick take a look at kind of how the prop tool works. As you can see here, we have a lot of different sports on the prop tool. We have tennis, CSGO, League of Legends, WNBA, UFC, so everything you can imagine we have at propsmadeeasy.com. Now, if we don't have the most data that we can get to make our projections as accurate as humanly possible, then we just stick with plus EV. So if you use a tool and you just see plus EV button right here, just by itself without the plus projection, then you know that at least you can use the plus EV side of things. Okay? Now, immediately when you come on here, you will see it sorted. Well, it's not sorted yet, but as you can see, I just sorted by clicking on projection differential. Projection differential shows you the difference between our projection and where the sportsbook line is. So as you can see here, our projection is 193 passing yards for Justin Fields. The sportsbook line for Prizepicks is only at 165.5, and the other sportsbooks are right around the same. So there's a zero sportsbook differential. But that projection differential is huge. Now let me show you exactly what you need to do to make sure you're playing plus EV and plus projection. Now you can look at it this way if you want to utilize certain spots that maybe the sportsbook doesn't have any differential. So those spots that maybe aren't plus EV yet, you can grab them early before they become plus EV as the time goes on. So right now, Justin Fields, I would expect this line to move eventually by the start of week 1. It's very, very low. Projections 30, almost 30 above. So if you see a positive differential, it's for the over. If you see a negative differential, it is for the under, as you can see, minus 19.8 for Josh Allen. All right. Now, I'm not going to go through every player. I'm pretty much just going to come over here and click on plus EV, plus projection. All right. Straight off the bat, at the top of the list here, you can see Daniel Jones. Passing yards is set at 195.5 on Prizepicks, 197.5 other spots. That's a 2-point sportsbook difference for the over 195.5. We have him projected at 215, which is a 19.9 projection differential. Makes a lot of sense. Daniel Jones is at home in New York playing from behind against the Cowboys this week in week 1. So great spot for Daniel Jones. And that is what makes it plus EV and plus projection, because it is a plus EV spot with the sportsbook differentials. You're getting that plus EV by going over on Prizepicks because other sportsbooks already have the line higher. But you're also being able to validate that sportsbook differential by looking at the projection difference and saying, okay, not only that, but the industry leading projection system also has it over and has it at 215. So really love the spot for Daniel Jones. It makes him the highest projection differential play / EV play that you could possibly ask for on week 1 so far. Other lines might drop, like, I don't know. We'll see. But what we have available to us right now, that's the best option, and I definitely recommend you grab that over 195.5 on Prizepicks for Daniel Jones. Next up, as you can see, Trevor Lawrence passing yards, same thing. Sportsbook differentials at the 2 as well. Projection differentials 18.5, fantastic spot. All right, same thing. Lamar Jackson passing yards is at 208.5. Sportsbook lines have him at 210.5. That's a 2-point sportsbook differential for the over on Lamar Jackson. We have him projected at 225. That's a 17-point differential. Take advantage of these big-time differentials. Not only are they plus EV because of this, but they're also plus projection, which is fantastic. And that is the way that I like attacking every sport. Every sport that has EV plus projection involved, I'm able to break it down even further. Instead of blindly going with a plus EV play, not knowing if whether the sportsbook's making slightly a difference in the wrong side, or dumb bettors have pushed a line to a certain way, you can validate EV by looking at the projections. And if they're both on the same page, they will show up right here when you click that EV plus projection button. Okay? Some other spots that I like. Let's go to receiving. Travis Kelce looks like a fantastic option. Kansas City lost a lot of weapons. Kelce is that number 1 guy. We already know that. Mahomes is projected to also have a great game. We like his over on his 299. Travis Kelce at 77.5 is too low. Sportsbooks have it over. It's a 1-point sportsbook differential, but a 5.3 projection differential, making him the highest projection differential when it comes to receiving yards out of any receiver on this first day. Actually, he's tied with Terry McLaurin at 5.3. Both of them are at 5.3 projection differentials. Both are the top options. Now, you'll notice you don't see some guys here. That's because they must not be plus EV plus projection. You might be able to find them here. Now, just because it's not plus EV doesn't necessarily mean anything, okay? Because at the end of the day, let's say you're looking for a few plays and you just want to take a look at any big discrepancies. Using the projection differential alone, you'll see it's white. Doesn't mean it's a bad play, because if you can see 27.8 projection differential on the over. Again, if it's a positive number, we like the over on the prop line. All right? If it's a negative number, we like the under on the prop line. So that would mean Justin Fields over 165.5 is a huge projection play. Sportsbooks don't have any difference yet, but we could see this line changing by the start of regular season with how big of a projection discrepancy this is. So you can grab it early. It feels low at 165, especially the way Justin Fields has looked. Expect him to do a lot more with his arms this year. But yeah, big projection differential. So just because we have EV plus projection doesn't mean you can't look at it in a broader spectrum as well and see every player on the slate and look at all these different options, okay? So if there's other guys that you want to validate, let's say, oh, I like Justin Jefferson. I have a good feeling about Justin Jefferson. Let me make sure the Props Made Easy tool is also on that. You can look and see that his Prizepicks line's at 91.5. Sportsbooks are right there with it, so it's even EV, okay? It's not one way or the other. But the projection for him is at 102.5. That is an 11 projection differential. So he is a fantastic spot with that big differential. So just like that. So just because it's not plus EV plus projection does not necessarily mean it's out of play. There are a lot of guys who are really popping when it comes to our projection system. Okay? So you can take advantage of those plays as well. But if you really are just limiting your plays and you just want to go small and you want to make sure you're getting the best overall possible plays, the best option is to click right here on EV projection. Boom. It'll immediately show you the best options. All right. You've got the sportsbook differential at 2. You've got the projection differential at 19.9, which is the highest on week 1 when it comes to plus EV plus projection plays. As you saw, if we unclick this, Justin Fields is the highest projection play. But if you go plus EV plus projection, Daniel Jones is the best play. All right? So hopefully I was able to help you guys out. As the days go on, I will continue to look at this tool, continue to see maybe where things have changed and if new value has popped in and stuff like that. So you could check out my videos. Every single morning I make videos covering pretty much everything. MLB, CSGO, LOL, WNBA, tennis, UFC, soccer. So if you haven't paid attention to any of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel down below. And join propsmadeeasy.com. Only $15 a month. And as you can see, it has got some awesome tools on here to be able to really point you in the direction where the plus EV and plus projection shows you. That it is the new thing in the industry, and it is definitely something that will take this industry over. All Props Made Easy members will tell you that this new plus EV plus projection model has been lights out. So let's utilize it for NFL. Let's go crazy. We might not have projections for college football, but we will have plus EV for college football. Okay, so join Props Made Easy. You will have the plus EV as well for that. There's certain sports, like sports that we don't have a ton of data on to get a projection for, like tennis, for example. If you look at tennis, you'll only see a plus EV spot. That's because we're only going off plus EV when it comes to tennis because we don't have the projections there. If you can't do EV plus projection, then projection is the next highest, and then EV is the next highest. That's kind of the level that you want to go about it. You want to go, if you have EV plus projection, you want to go with that. Or if you don't and you have projections, plus projections number 2, and then plus EV is number 3. Those are the 3 ways you need to be picking your bets. Number 1 being plus EV plus projection because it is checking every box you can imagine. Okay? Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. Congratulations for making it mentally to the start of NFL season once again. I know MLB and these other sports can be a little frustrating and player props or whatever, but NFL's back, baby. College football is about to start this week. We'll have that tool up as well at Props Made Easy, and we'll go over some plays for that as well later on in the week. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. PropsMadeEasy.com. Let's get it. I'm out.